Hi students, welcome to chemistry classes. In previous classes, we have studied about the colligative properties and Rolle's law. In colligative properties, first one is relative lowering of vapor pressure. In that, we have to study about the derivation of Rolle's law. In previous classes, we have studied the first colligative property, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, RLVP. So relative lowering of vapor pressure means uh, it is the property, it is depend upon the number of solid particle present in the solution but not on the nature of a solid, are called colligative property. In that, relative lowering of vapor pressure means addition of non-volatile solute to a solvent decreases its vapor pressure. It is about first colligative property, that is RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. So in this class we are going to start the Rolle's law. So derivation of Rolle's law. In a previous class only you have studied the statement of Rolle's law. The statement is vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to mole fraction of a solvent. Okay, vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to mole fraction of a solvent. Means it here PS, vapor pressure of a solution, it is directly proportional to mole fraction, it is x1. Okay, so now student, here let vapor pressure of a solvent P, let vapor pressure of a solvent is P, and vapor pressure of a solution vapor pressure of a solution that is PS, vapor pressure of a solution, that is PS. And according to statement, PS means vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of a solvent. Means PS is directly proportional to x1. PS is directly proportional to x1 means vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is proportional to mole fraction. Here x1 means mole fraction. Or you can write PS, just remove this directly proportional to sign and it's become PS is equal to x1 and P naught. Okay, here P naught means vapor pressure of a solvent. Okay. And one more statement, or you can write like this also, PS divided by P naught is equal to x1. PS divided by P naught is equal to x1, or directly you can write delta P divided by P naught is equal to mole fraction x1. You can write like this also, N2 divided by N1 plus N2. Okay, this is the mathematical expression for Rolle's law. This is the mathematical expression for a Rolle's law. And the application of Rolle's law is it is used in the determination of a molecular mass of a solute. Okay, it is used in the determination of molecular mass of solute. And next one is second colligative property, that is elevation of boiling point. Okay student, this is the second colligative property, that is elevation of a boiling point. So it is also depend upon the number of a solid particle but not the nature of solid particles. Okay, elevation of boiling point. Before going to start this one, first you have to know the what is meant by boiling point. So boiling point means the constant temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so I will write here boiling point. First, the definition of boiling point is, definition for boiling point is definition for boiling point is the constant temperature the constant temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure equal to the atmospheric pressure. This is called boiling point. Okay, the constant temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, and next student, elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point means addition of non-volatile solute to a solvent lower the vapor pressure and increase its boiling point. Okay, the definition: addition of non-volatile solute to a solvent lowers the vapor pressure. And increases its boiling point. Okay, student. So here, elevation of boiling point means addition of a non-volatile solute to a solvent. It lowers the vapor pressure and increases its boiling point. This is called elevation of boiling point. So here, there are two factors which affecting the boiling point. One is nature of a liquid, another one is atmospheric pressure. Okay, students. Factors affecting a boiling point. There are two factors which affect the boiling point. One is nature of a liquid. The first factor which affect the boiling point is nature of liquid. Nature of liquid. So here, boiling point of liquid increases with increasing the intermolecular forces. So student, here, boiling point of liquid increases with increasing the intermolecular forces. Boiling point of liquid increases with increasing intermolecular forces. Okay, student. You can consider any liquid. The liquid which having strong intermolecular force means it containing the higher boiling point. Okay, so boiling point of liquid increases if you increase the intermolecular force of a liquid. Okay, example, boiling point of water. Boiling point of water is 373 Kelvin, and boiling point of ethanol that is 351 Kelvin temperature. boiling point of water 373 Kelvin and boiling point of ethanol 351 Kelvin. Means in the water intermolecular force is strong, that's why boiling point of water is more. Elevation of boiling point with a graphical representation. Elevation of boiling point, here graphical representation. So it is temperature versus vapor pressure curve. Temperature versus vapor pressure. If you increase the temperature, vapor pressure is increases of a pure solvent as well as solution. This curve is solution curve and this is pure solvent curve. Temperature increases, vapor pressure also increases. This is called a elevation of boiling point. Means this one solvent line, this is solution line. The difference between solvent and the solution is delta TB, and the difference between the temperature and its boiling points. So delta TB is equal to Ts minus TB naught. Ts minus TB naught. So this is the expression for elevation of boiling point. Okay. So elevation of boiling point, it is a colligative property. It is depend only on the number of solid particles. Okay. And for a dilute solution, and one more concept, for a dilute solution, for a dilute solution, the elevation of boiling point delta TB is directly proportional to molar concentration of the solution. Okay, elevation of boiling point delta TB is directly proportional to molar concentration of the solution. Okay, this is M means molar concentration of the solution. Okay student, for a dilute solution delta TB is directly proportional to molar concentration of the solution. Okay, you can write like this also, delta TB is directly proportional to molar concentration of the solution. Okay, or you can write delta TB is equal to, just remove this directly proportional sign and it's become a constant, kbm. Delta TB is equal to kbm. It is for a dilute solutions. Okay, here kb means molar elevation constant, or you can say ebullioscopy constant. So here kb means ebullioscopic constant. And M means molar concentration of the solution, and delta TB means elevation of a boiling point. Delta TB means elevation of boiling point. And next student, application of boiling point elevation or elevation of boiling point is determination of the molecular mass of non-volatile solute. Okay, the application for elevation of boiling point is determination of molecular mass of non-volatile solute. Application of elevation of boiling point is determination of molecular mass of non-volatile solute. Here delta TB is equal to Kb into M, or you can write, so here M is equal to W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into W1. Okay, this is the expression for molar concentration of the solution, and this is the formula used to determination of molecular mass of non-volatile solid. Okay, so this is about elevation of boiling point.